Welcome back to Art Fennell Reports. You're overlooking an area that the border agents call Smuggler's Gulch. It is a wide and cavernous area that the illegal immigrants have used as a haven to make their way into the country in search of the American dream. This is one of the many trails that the illegals use to make their way up and down through this gulf. It's thick and steep and plenty dangerous. I'm told it's loaded with rattlesnakes. It's hard for the Border Patrol agents to keep their eye over this entire terrain, but they get help from an independent group called the Minutemen. How do they make their way through here?
Well, we're a couple hundred yards north of the fence here. They just top the fence when they feel it's safe and they won't be immediately seen by the Border Patrol, and make their way towards these crevices and canyons that go down to the road, which is their idea of freedom. So that's the main goal here, is to get down to the road.
And how do they do it? You said that they're lookouts and everything like that. Walk me through the process of the coyotes.
It's pretty sophisticated because we butt right up against Tijuana here, the major city, and a lot of high points and a lot of high buildings. And you have the coyotes over there. Spotters is what we normally call them, or the Border Patrol calls them. And they just stand there and try to observe what's happening on this side of the fence with the Border Patrol. You know, are they coming or going? And
they'll try to come in the daylight or as well as night?
Yeah, it's 24/7 down here. It doesn't seem to make a whole lot of difference. We've seen a lot of crossings during the daytime, all the time. They just, if they think it's clear and there's no agents nearby, they'll make a run for it. You gotta have papers. You gotta have papers to come here now. No more illegal immigration.
Pero maybe algún día nos vemos allá. Okay?
Okay.
Maybe un día allá nos vemos. Maybe next week, maybe Friday, Saturday. Yeah. I don't know exactly. Maybe I see you later for California. We like it, California.
Well, maybe you stay in Mexico. Yeah, make it better.
We're standing on a pretty steep area here, and this is a deep, deep fall. And you say sometimes they'll even try to scale these types of areas?
Yes, they seem to favor sometimes the more steep, rugged areas because they think that they're less likely to be seen and more chance of getting down to that road again unseen, which is the goal.
Yeah. I know you've got some strong opinions about this whole immigration issue. Is this a winnable cause for you?
I think so. I think America was built on legal immigration and controlled and orderly immigration, and I think we can return to that. I think we're starting to return to that. We're starting to enforce our laws against employers. We're starting to enforce our borders with more agents and more fencing. I absolutely think we can win this.
There are those who make the case that why not just open the borders, let them come in, let them work, and then go back, let them support the economy. Not a good idea for you?
Well, a guest worker program has to be orderly. Otherwise, you get people coming in here unchecked, like we have now, millions. And the problem with that, it may seem okay on first glance, but the problem with that is you get people in here with diseases that can't be cured, and they can spread those diseases among our population. And the other thing, probably even more importantly, is you get a lot of criminals come through here that are unchecked. That if there was a guest worker program or some orderly way to come here and do work, they would be weeded out, and we would only get people here who don't have criminal backgrounds and ostensibly are good people that would come here and work and then go home and not break more laws and cause crime and chaos here like maybe they have back in their home country.
For those who don't understand the purpose of the Minutemen, they might see you guys as more of a vigilante group, an independent watchdog group that takes the law into your own hands. What would you say about that?
Well, we're concerned citizens, tens of thousands of us out here in every state in America. We all have our own immigration problems. Here in San Diego, it's the border and a mass influx of illegal aliens in our communities committing a lot of crimes. So we are. I think you hit it. Watchdog group. That's what we are. We're a neighborhood watchdog. When we see things that aren't right, we report them to the authorities. Simple as that. And of course, political activism to try to change the policies so we do have more enforcement and more, again, returning to more of an orderly sense of immigration here in this country.
This is Ken, a Minuteman. And there he's over, that Subaru is over near Kathy's Hill right now. It's a dark green color with 4 doors, SUV.
About how many illegals do you think you've caught trying to cross this border?
In the 3 years, almost 3 years that I've been doing it, I've caught 289 as of a couple of days ago. And they're not actually people that I think I caught. I always confirm it with the Border Patrol. I call in someone to the Border Patrol, and if I don't see them caught, I call the Border Patrol later to confirm whether or not they were caught. So there are some that haven't been caught, and I don't count them.
This is rough work out here, but you seem to enjoy it.
I do. I think that I owe it. I think it's a righteous thing to do. And I didn't spend a lot of my life, I didn't spend doing good things for my country other than 4 years in the Navy. So I see this as something that I can do, that I'm retired, I'm able to do it. So I do it because I can.
And to make it clear, you work in conjunction with the Border Patrol agents. You know a lot of these guys. What's that relationship like for you?
I wouldn't call it in conjunction. They don't give me orders or anything. They're not allowed to suggest things to me. But I do work with them in the sense that they let me know where. I've learned all the names of everything, like Smuggler's Gulch that you've seen. I've learned all these names, and the reason I do that, I learned those things from the Border Patrol, so that when I call something into their office, I can intelligently report where I've seen the action.
You're a pretty savvy tracker back here in all this wilderness.
I wouldn't say that I'm a tracker. Tracker says to me that I can catch people or track them down by sign. It's what the Border Patrol calls a sign. I'm not good at that, no, but I am good at knowing pretty well where they're going to come across, having spent almost 3 years here. I know about where they're going to come across the fence most of the time. So I go there and I sit on the north side of the fence behind bushes or in a hiding mode. And the reason I know that the people that I report are illegal is because I actually see them jump over the fence. So that's pretty simple. They're illegal. I just saw them come over the fence.
What's the idea with the music? You like to show them that you're a patriot?
Well, it's a little, yes, that's true. I want everyone to know that I am. I think those who know me know that I am. But the people that I play the music for are the people on the other side of the fence who are going to jump. I know they're going to. I see them over there, and I know why they're there. I know they're going to come over here. So I just want them to know there's someone here looking and watching.
Intimidation.
Maybe, could call it that. It's better. Intimidation is better than what sometimes the Minutemen are accused of. Many other things like shooting people and harming people in any way, which we don't. You can see I'm not armed. There's no weapons in my car. I'm here with what I have.
And I'm glad you brought that up. I meant to mention this earlier. There have been people say that you guys have made threats against some of the other groups, and that you're intimidating not only against some of the illegals trying to come over, but some of the other groups in country. Can you set the record straight on where you guys stand on that type of tactic?
Well, I could set the record straight by not elaborating, just saying it doesn't happen. However, those people who are saying those things are people who have an agenda. They want the border open, and they know that we're down here protecting it and trying to keep it from being a wide open border. So they will say anything. They will absolutely say anything. So I suggest to them, if they want to prove something to someone that we are doing the things they accuse us of, let's have some proof, some pictures, or something.
They have tape recordings. Of course, we don't know who those recordings are from.
No, they don't have. They don't have tape recordings of any of us.
I'm coming to kill you, you piece of.
We don't know who the recordings came from.
Exactly. They may have recordings, but they have nothing from any Minutemen doing anything that is illegal or hurting the people that come across or hurting other people, the people that are open border advocates. No one that I know, and I know a lot of Minutemen, have ever exercised that kind of behavior.